Good morning. Welcome to your first day at Penn State Abington. Today is a great day for new beginnings. Just as you are embarking on your college career today, our keynote speaker, Dr. Damian Fernandez, is beginning his first semester as Chancellor at Penn State Abington. Dr. Fernandez comes to us from the Ethical Cultural Fieldstone School in New York, where he served as CEO and head of the school. Before that, he was Provost and Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs at Purchase College, part of the State University of New York system, as well as Vice Provost of the Biscayne Bay campus of Florida International University. His research spans international relations, Latin American politics, emotional politics, and Latinos in the U.S. Chancellor Fernandez is passionate about education and the role it can play in forging the emerging America. He is passionate about education, both the opportunities it can create and the doors that it can open. He is passionate about Penn State Abington and ensuring that it is able to meet the challenges of higher education today, providing you with all the opportunities that high-quality education can offer. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Damian Fernandez.
Thank you, Lisa. Class of 2020, I am not unlike you. I too am class of 2020, starting my journey at Penn State Abington alongside yours. Although I'm standing and you're sitting, although I'm wearing this fashion statement and you're not, lucky you, I am like you. We share the story of being freshmen in college. Of course, you have Drake and Beyonce and Rihanna, but I had ABBA. You have Bieber and I had Springsteen. You have Instagram, but I and we had love letters. You will see that my experiences are not unlike yours. They're only variations of a theme. I left my home on an island in the Caribbean with 2 blue vinyl suitcases full of clothes that my mother said matched. I had just turned 18 and on my way to a university that I had visited only in my dreams. I worked all summer to purchase a plane ticket that would take me across the sea. I changed planes in Miami, where my grandmother and her 3 sisters waited for me. Before boarding the flight to Newark, one of my great aunts, a feather of a woman, approached me and gave me and placed a $1 silver coin in the palm of my hand and whispered in my ear, "May you never need to use it." They cried when I kissed them goodbye. To this day, I do not know whether those were tears of pride, fear, or sadness. I weighed, containing my own. These were women who went to elementary school on horseback, crossing creeks and tobacco farms. They did not attend high school. They did not go to college. But wise they were, with big hearts, green thumbs, and pots full of beans always on the stove. The shuttle from Newark Airport dropped me on a side street of a perfect little town in front of an elegant inn. I walked to the gates of the university carrying the 2 suitcases, one step at a time. They were heavy. It was August. I sweat. I soon realized I could not carry the baggage with me all the way to 1903 Hall. So I decided to leave one on the winding stone path, buy a light post, and come back for it later. After finding my way to the housing office and signing for my key, I went back to retrieve it. There it was, alone, out of place, among the stone building, the arches, the towers, my blue vinyl suitcase containing the shirts and pants my mother bought with her kindergarten teacher's salary. I picked it up and moved forward, sweating. The first assigned reading for Professor Stanley Stein's course on colonial Latin American history made me sweat too. Listen to the following sentence and tell me if it doesn't produce in you the same reaction. I quote, "We can understand why there were and still are tendencies in the Latin American and world capitalist structure which seem to lead to the development of the metropolis and the underdevelopment of the satellite, and why, particularly, the satellites, national, regional, and local metropolises in Latin America find that their economic development is at best a limited or underdeveloped development." Say what? I read it again and again and several times more. What in the world did that mean? What was I thinking? Who in the admissions office thought that I could do this? And for a moment, I closed my eyes and wished to be by the sea. But I continued reading and read the entire chapter and read all the assigned readings that fall. Books I could not afford to buy, and had asked Professor Stein to please put a copy of them at the reserved reading room in Firestone Library, which he did. I read every night before I went to work the closing shift at the Student Commons cafeteria. By the end of the first week, I understood the development of underdevelopment. The Danish author Isak Dinesen wrote, "The cure for everything is salt water, sweat, tears, and the sea." I agree. Class of 2020, don't forget those words. You too will have your share of tears, your sweat, and I hope your private sea. And you will have all of us to help you move forward the best you can, one step at a time. And my final word to you takes us back to the Caribbean, with its proud African roots and its unconquerable tropical joy. That word is ache. Blessings for good luck. Ache, class of 2020.